My name is Tom Donaldson, a well-known name in the village. Well, my father had an interest in model making. He made several different models, and when he retired, he decided that he would make this model of the Cookin's Lass, and this is how we got it.
To actually build it as the builders built it was a challenge. You can spend 5 or 6 hours without a break, and you haven't done very much. It takes a long time, but patience is a virtue. And I enjoyed every minute of it.
I am Mike Boyd from the University of Edinburgh's Makerspace, the Ucreate Studio. We support a whole range of new and transformative technologies across the university. So things like 3D printing, virtual reality, augmented reality, holographics, and as with today, 3D scanning. So today we are scanning boats using a process called structured light, where we project a pattern onto the surface of the object that we're scanning. 2 cameras pick up how the geometry of the object warps that pattern, and then software in the computer works backwards from there to work out what the form of the geometry must have been. Just like when somebody walks in front of a film screen, a projected film screen, the image will be warped. Once we've done that, we generate what's known as a point cloud, which is a series of measured points in 3D space. Each one has an X, Y, Z coordinate to position it in space, and each one also has an RGB value to give it colour. From that point cloud, we carry out a process called meshing, where we will pull a surface effectively around those points to give us a solid digital model. That model can then be used for measurement, analysis, 3D printing, motion graphics and film and games and that kind of thing. And most importantly, I guess, for things like this, enhancing access.
She was powered by oars and sail when she was first built by Mackenzie Weatherheads. Yep. Typical boat of that time. They were 32, 33 feet long, all by the same model, and they were very, very efficient boats. Well, they used to fish for herring in this area as well. They went to the smaller boats across the Landstreither, and they fished for the herring across there.
So today we've been doing some test scans of a couple of boats just to make sure that our hardware will capture them accurately. So here's an example of one of our models here. Now this is a little rough at the moment, as we will be doing the high-grade processing over the next couple of evenings just to make sure the final quality is as good as it possibly can be. This was captured over the course of about an hour. It captured all the geometry and the colour at the same time. I'll pull the colour away just now so you can see the level of detail in the geometry as well. Now this model is around about 2.2 million triangles. Now when I say triangles, if I zoom in very fine, you can see that all these surfaces are made up of these small triangles known as polygons.
I did 2 or 3 before I got the grip of it. But I was just so keen to actually draw the lines from the charts and put them together from a keel up and actually plank the boat. Of course, when you come to the bends in the boat, what you've got to do is you've got to steam the planks so that you can bend them. What do you do with them? I've got about 4 or 5, 6 boats of that size, and I don't know. The family won't get them, I suppose.
So having a chat with a couple of the guys that brought their boats along today, one of them mentioned that he had 7, primarily in his shed or in his house that people don't have access to or are able to view properly. Now obviously he won't want hundreds of people streaming through his shed to see those models, but if we can get those online and make them available for people, it opens up some really fantastic pieces of work. So boat models built completely from scratch, and make it possible for anybody to touch them or anybody to view them anyway and anybody to access them and explore them and really benefit from exploring the data.
I wouldn't sell them, put it that way. The money doesn't come into it. Because, quite frankly, it takes so many hours to do that, that it would be precious to have the market.